In a quiet valley nestled between two snowy mountains, there lived a very unusual girl named Lira. She was unlike anyone else in the village of Windale, not because of how she spoke or what she wore, but because she was half human and half horse. From the waist up, Lira looked just like a girl. She had warm brown eyes, a wild mess of curly hair, and a laugh that could light up a cloudy day. But from the waist down, she had the powerful body of a chestnut horse with strong legs, shiny hooves, and a flowing tail that flicked with every step. The people of Windale had never seen anyone like Lira before. When she was a baby, the village elder said she was a gift from the old forest, a creature of two worlds, both wild and kind. Her mother loved her more than anything in the world and always told her, "Your legs are made for running, but your heart is made for staying true." Lyra grew up with that saying tucked in her mind like a warm scarf. As she got older, Lyra discovered she could do things that others couldn't. She could gallop across meadows faster than the wind, leap over stone fences without stumbling, and carry heavy loads with ease. But it wasn't always easy being different. At school, she had to sit on a special bench outside the classroom because she couldn't fit at the desks. Some of the village kids were curious, but a few were scared or even rude. They would whisper behind her back or giggle when she clopped by. It made her sad sometimes, but Lyra always tried to be kind anyway. She knew that being different didn't mean being less. Lyra loved nature more than anything. The trees felt like friends, and the birds often followed her as she trotted through the woods. She would talk to the flowers, chase the wind, and sing songs with the river. "Out here," she would say to herself, "I can be just me." Her best friend was a little boy named Theo, who loved to read books and draw magical creatures. He always said, "You're not strange, Lyra, you're a legend." Then one spring morning, dark clouds rolled over the valley. Rain poured down for 2 days and 2 nights, and the river that ran through Windale rose higher than anyone had ever seen. When the storm finally passed, the villagers discovered that the wooden bridge that connected them to the mountain trail had collapsed. The mountain trail led to another village, and several travelers, including a young family, were trapped on the other side. There was no way to bring them food, blankets, or medicine. The river was too wild for boats, and the rocks were too slick to cross on foot. Everyone gathered in the town square, trying to think of what to do. That's when Lyra stepped forward. "I'll go," she said simply. "I can cross the shallow parts. My legs are strong, and I know this land better than anyone." There was silence at first. Some villagers looked unsure. "But what if you fall?" someone asked. "What if the current pulls you away?" Lyra looked at them with steady eyes. "I was made for this," she said. "Let me help." With Theo by her side, she packed a bundle of supplies, dry clothes, warm food, and rope, and trotted toward the broken bridge. She studied the river, watching how it moved, looking for the safest place to cross. Then, without fear, she stepped into the water. Her hooves gripped the stones, and her strong legs moved with care. Step by step, splash by splash, she made it to the other side. The family cheered when they saw her. Lyra delivered the supplies, then took the smallest child onto her back. Carefully, she crossed again. Then she returned for the others, one by one, until everyone was safe. The villagers were waiting, wide-eyed, when she arrived back with the last traveler. They clapped and cheered, and even the grumpy baker who once called her strange wiped away a tear. That night, Windale celebrated not just a rescue, but a hero. Lanterns lit up the trees, music filled the air, and Lyra was the guest of honor. Theo gave her a hand-drawn picture of her leaping across the river with stars behind her. "I told you," he said, smiling. "You're a legend." From that day on, no one called Lyra strange again. She became a symbol of courage and kindness. The children followed her through the fields, hoping to learn from her. The elders told stories of her bravery under the stars. And Lyra, she finally felt what she had longed for all along, not to be normal, but to be accepted just as she was. She still galloped across the fields and sang to the trees, but now she did it with her village at her side, because she was Lira, the girl with the heart of a human, the strength of a horse, and the soul of a hero.